Here's what happened on the forex and commodity markets last week and our weekly wrap of major economic developments in the coming days. The US dollar dropped last week after data showed a mixed view on the US economy and as optimism that the US and China will reach a deal to end their trade war reduced safe haven demand for the greenback. The dollar initially gained after US jobs growth showed less than expected in October, but was unable to hold onto the gains and was further dented after the Institute for Supply Management said that the US manufacturing sector contracted for the third month in a row in October. The US dollar index against a basket of 6 major currencies fell to 97.12, down by 0.18% on the day. For the week, the index fell by 0.6%. The greenback has weakened since the US Central Bank cut interest rates on Wednesday and indicated that it may now be planning a pause. Concerns about a slowing US economy are weighing on the dollar, with the US Federal Reserve expected to resume rate cuts if needed. In what is said to be a quiet week on the US economic data front, investors will be focusing their attention on the Federal Reserve speakers. There are at least 7 Fed speakers set to speak this week. US-China trade developments will also continue to remain in the spotlight amid persistent concerns over the effect of trade tensions on the global economic outlook. Meanwhile, the euro has been indecisive during the trading session on Friday. The common currency was 0.13% higher against the greenback on Friday, closing with a weekly gain of 0.6%. Christine Lagarde will provide an insight into how Germany is doing this week, with the release of factory orders and industrial production. The European Commission will unveil its outlook for the region. Meanwhile, the British pound was little changed on Friday, but still ended this week 0.7% higher. Sterling remained supported at 1.2935 as investors believed there was less risk of a hard Brexit now as an election campaign was underway. The Bank of England's monetary policy report is out on Thursday. No change in interest rates is expected, so the focus will be on new economic predictions and Governor Mark Carney's press conference. Brexit uncertainty is still the big factor for the outlook. Meanwhile, in the crypto market, Bitcoin exchanges never seem far from scandal. Now, Seychelles-based Bitcoin futures exchange BitMEX has sparked panic among Bitcoin investors after accidentally exposing thousands of its users' emails. The Bitcoin price, which is still choppy after a rollercoaster October, barely reacted to the news of the leak, closing steady at 9,289.1 on Friday. For the week, it gained 24.6%. Speaking of commodities, oil prices jumped by more than 3% on Friday after the world's top 2 economies said they had made progress on trade talks. Brent crude for January finished the week at $61.69 a barrel, with a slight 0.03% gain for the week. Meanwhile, WTI closed the week at $56.20 a barrel. Friday's move higher was unable to cover the earlier losses, with the contract posting a 0.05% weekly decline. Meanwhile, gold is keeping above the key $1,500 level, despite the Federal Reserve's signal to pause its rate cuts. This could mean the metal is ready for the next spark, according to analysts. December gold futures closed at $1,511.40 on Friday, down by 0.2% on the day and up by 0.4% week on week. And this was the combined review of currency and commodity markets on Insta TV. See you back soon.